Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where we break down the complex world of finance and investing into easy to understand tips and tricks. Now in this video, we're going to talk about top 10 investment tips for beginners. Alright, so I already know guys that investing can be difficult, and especially if you're just getting started, but it's important to start building your wealth early on and take advantage of the compounding interest and reach your financial goals. So here's some tips to help you get started. But before we get started, smash that like button and show some support to the channel. That's the least you could do. Did a lot of research and make sure you guys have all the best information you need in this video. So the first thing we're going to start with is number one tip. Start investing as early as possible to take advantage of compounding interest. So basically, the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Even if you can only start with a small amount, it's important to get into the habit of investing regularly. A lot of people take years to get started. They wait until they're real old and they don't even think that it's going to affect their money. And a lot of people just wait until they get a better job or better career. But if you start taking advantage of it right now, you'll be able to get the most benefits for your buck. All right. Okay, let's go into with number two. All right, so number two is set financial goals for yourself and create a plan to achieve them. When you set a financial goal for yourself and you create a plan, whether you want to retire early, save for a down payment on a house or something else, it's important to have a clear idea of what you're going to be working towards. Make a budget and plan to help you reach your goal. And I believe the saying is, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Number three is diversify your portfolio to minimize risks. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You should consider investing in a mix of stocks, a mix of bonds, and other assets. This can help protect your investments in case one type of investment doesn't perform well. Like in the case of crypto, I had all my money in crypto all at one time instead of diversifying. And when the market came down, I lost like 80% of my money because of the fact that I had it all in one basket. So now I have to wait until the crypto market goes back up to get my money back. So number four is you should understand the fees associated with different types of investments. Now, I know you might be new and you may not have actually learned all of this yet, and we're going to be making more videos about all these different types of investments. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be launching a series of videos like this to help you learn more about all the things that's basic in the stock market, so you guys will be prepared for the next bull market. Also, if you have time, make sure you click the link in the description to the Plethora Moons group and join our Discord, where we talk all the time about trading and stuff like that. So make sure you join. All right. See, some investments come with higher fees than others, and these fees can eat into your returns. So make sure you understand the fees associated with any investment that you're considering. This means you got to do some research and check into and make sure you know everything about the fees. It's always hidden fees. And that brings me to my next one. And number five is to keep an emergency fund in case of unexpected expenses. So you want to keep an emergency fund because it's important to have a cushion of cash in case of unexpected expenses, like a car repair or a medical emergency or something like a pandemic. But anyway, you want to aim to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up in an emergency fund. All right, so we're going to move on to number 6. You want to invest in your education to improve your financial knowledge and decision making. Now, I know people can be like, what? All right, now the reason for that is there are plenty of resources available to help you learn about investing and make informed decisions, like my channel. Make sure you subscribe. Consider taking a course or working with a financial advisor to help you get started. And also, there's a lot of publications and different analytic tools and market analyst publications that you can start reading. Like, and I'm not gonna try to name a whole bunch of them, but the Street, Market Watch, Forbes, these type of magazines would be good for you to start reading, just to kind of get your mind on to the right, keep yourself conditioned to understanding about more about finance and learning more about the situation that's going on in the economy. All right, so let's move on to number 7. Number 7, I put 78. Number 7 is you should take a long-term approach to investing rather than trying to time the market. And this is the best advice that I could ever give you, even though this isn't financial advice, because I'm not a professional finance advisor. But the whole thing about doing things long term is it's difficult to predict what the stock market will do in the short term. So it's important to have a long term mindset when investing. When I first got started, I was rushing into learning how to trade. I wanted to pay everybody. I wanted to just like figure it out. And I know it's a lure when you watch, day traders on YouTube. They making all this money and everything. But, the truth is it took them 5 to 10 years to get good enough to have, strategies that they mastered, that they know when the market turns, when the market's going to do something. If you get in there trying to just throw your money in there, you could lose a lot of money, and it wouldn't really be a good thing. You know what I mean? When you actually trying to grow your money. So right now, you should approach the market with a long-term view. And that's usually how I make really good trades in the short term, is with a long-term view. All right, so number 8 is you should consider working with a financial advisor to help you make more informed investment decisions. Now, obviously, we on YouTube, I'm going to try to help you guys learn more of the basic information that you need to know so that you can be more well informed. But most of us don't have management wealth. We can't afford it, or we just don't have it. So we are responsible for managing our own wealth. And that's why I wanted to make this channel, because I want to make sure that you guys have decent amount of information to kind of get your feet wet and know what to do. But you should also consider, working with a financial advisor if you could find one, because a financial advisor would really help you make really good decisions. It'd be smart to ask them before you jump into certain stocks, certain assets, what do they think is going to happen, because they keep their ears to the market itself on a regular basis. All right. So number 9, we kind of talked about this before, but this is really important, so we'll go over it again. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Consider investing in a mix of stocks, a mix of bonds, a mix of cryptos and different things like that. You don't want to have everything in the same box, in the same basket. Now, we talked about that in number 3. We said you want to diversify your portfolio to minimize risk. Well, it's really important when you're getting started to probably just invest in index funds, just until you get your savings up and to kind of get your feet wet. That would be a smart place to start. If someone wanted to get started and they just wanted to put some money in there and they didn't want to really do all the research right now, then an index fund is a smart place. Obviously, you want to take time to understand more about the fees, and you want to learn more about what you're investing in, do your own research. But diversification can truly help protect your investments in case one type of investment doesn't perform very well. In the case, like I said before, with crypto, it didn't do very well, so now I'm down. Had I put some of that money in oil, or if I had to put some of that money in say silver or one of these other investments, then I could have done well. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, and for the 10th tip I'm gonna give you guys today is you guys should monitor your investments regularly to ensure that they are aligned with your financial goals, and you want to make any necessary adjustments to make sure that you are basically getting the most bang for your buck. Now, there is a situation where a lot of stock institutions and hedge funds and regular people, rich people, will go ahead and sell most of their shares to offset their taxes and take the write-offs as far as showing losses. And I'm going to make a video about that, truly explaining exactly how that works, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. But there is obviously a way to, if you have lost money in the whole year, to sell the underperforming stocks and write that off with your taxes, and allow the ones that you're still doing pretty well in to just remain in your account, so you don't have to pay capital gains on anything that's doing pretty well right now in this particular tax year. So you guys will definitely need a tax advisor or someone who can help you with your taxes when you're doing this. But there is a game being played between taxes and investments and the money you make and how much you owe in taxes. So you gotta really study not only how to make money in the market, but you also have to study about taxes and how they affect you when you do certain things in the market that create taxable events. So you can make sure that, you know, when you do trade and when you do make money, that you won't just end up owing it all back to the IRS. Anyway, I hope this video was informative, guys. Like I said, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to be making a series of videos that is basically for beginners and people who want to get started. I didn't think to do that before. I built this channel based on experience, and I kind of skipped over the whole wait a minute, but there's a lot of people who want to get started and don't know where to start, and I want to at least show you guys how to do it. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, let me know if you like these videos. Talk to you later.